It is January 31st, 2016. Welcome to episode 6 of My Buddy Has a Podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Christian.
And so, it's January. It's getting close to February, obviously, but that just because movies kind of shit the bed this time of year, and video games and everything else, doesn't mean music has to. We got a couple of great albums that just came out this month. Chris, what's our first one?
Our first one's Cloud Nothings, and this just came out last week.
What's the album title?
It's Life Without Sound.
So this is not really too much of a departure from Cloud Nothing Sound. I think it's just a refinement, I would say.
Yeah, I could agree to that. Their last one, I forget the album title, but their last one was really good.
It was the one after Attack on Memory.
Yeah, it was Now something. Now Here. I don't remember.
Now something.
Now something.
Now 27. That's what I call music.
Fuck you, go away.
I think my favorite track off the album though is still the single, and that's kind of uncommon for me, especially, and you, I think.
Yeah, it seems like we both normally like the songs that you don't hear about at all, but this time I do think the single's the strongest song.
And it's still a solid album. I think it's just a little. I don't know about you. I was listening to it while I was. Actually, the semester just started back up. Yeehaw, Chris, you are a sophomore. This is your second semester of sophomore year.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm a second semester freshman.
Hello, baby.
Little baby, I say, oh, look at you. Still pooping your diapers between classes. But Modern Act is still my favorite track off the album. It's pretty much the catchiest one, and it's got the most energy, I think.
I think Modern Act feels most like your basic Cloud Nothings.
And it's got like a really good summery sort of feel. Mm-hmm. I think especially we need good happy music around this time of year, because still winter. We got nice big blizzard right before we recorded last episode, or was it after?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because we recorded on Friday, right?
Yeah.
So on Sunday there was a fucking blizzard, which was fun.
I'm just sick of driving in the snow, man. I'm sick of people.
Same. We had to pull the car out of the snow twice. Like, Lexi had to do it herself. She got help from some people that were thankfully sledding down the hills by the school. And then again, because some asshole fucking stopped to turn really fast, we slid into a big snowbank. That was fun. So we had to push not the back bumper, it was the front bumper this time. So that was fun. We got two really nice guys that helped us out there, though. So, God bless for that, but fuck the snow right now.
I don't mind it. Like, I'm not scared driving in it, but yeah, it's just other people I don't like driving.
Yeah, true. And that was really scary because my girlfriend has this little tiny dinky car, as you know. And we were fishtailing going down the big main street by the Dairy Queen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that road's always scary.
Because that's like where it goes from, like, you're going 35 and then you take a perpendicular and it's like, now you're going 50 and you're scared and nobody knows what a turn signal is anymore.
And then you've got the people on the fast lane going like 60 in the snow, and then you've got the people in the middle lane going 20, and it's like, I don't want 60, but I don't like 20. Which one do I pick?
But Cloud Nothings, it's a good album. I think it's just a little too slow. I think it kept a consistent speed, which was like really weird considering the rest of their discography.
I kind of agree. I don't know. The album kind of, to me at least, bounces back and forth from being slow and normal, but there's also some heavier, almost like random screechy, yelly moments in the album that I really like, but it just hasn't grabbed me yet like their last one. But that might be because of the next album we're going to talk about.
Ooh. But anyway, it's about 8 tracks, right?
Yeah, it's about 8 tracks, but I think it's still like 40 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's 8 tracks. It's about an EP. It's really good listen. Just go through it if you feel like it. But fucking Japandroids is what has captured my heart and imagination. We were listening to it in the car, and fucking AV Club gave it an A-.
Yeah, it's really good. I know most people love Japandroids, and I haven't gotten into them until this album. This album's called Near to the Wild Heart of Life. I think the opener is my favorite song so far.
I really like the opener, and that's the titular Near to the Wild Heart of Life.
Yeah.
And it's just a real good, get pumped up album. It's got a real fast, fun tempo. It just feels good to listen to.
And every song they all feel like they should be on that album, but all of them are definitely different and have their own little things to them, and it's just fun.
Like, the problem I see with the Cloud Nothings album is that it's too samey throughout the album. Like, the first 4 tracks, I couldn't really tell that they were any different.
Yeah, they all do kind of blend.
with this Japandroids album that does not have this problem whatsoever.
Yeah, I haven't dove into the lyrics much or anything, but it's just fun.
It only just came out, so please forgive us if we haven't listened to it too much. We just started the semester.
I like it a lot, though.
I think it might be the Cardinals of this year.
Yeah, I think it might be the Tiny Moving Parts of the year. Just this fun album that I love. Cardinal was more of like this sad album that I wanted to cry to every night.
No, I'm saying Cardinal because it like came out way early in the year.
Oh, came out early, but it still might be on like your end of the year list or
Exactly.
something. I love it when an album does that.
Like it just jumps out and surprises you out of nowhere.
Yeah, this one, because I always wanted to get into Japandroids, but their last album, like, I liked it, but it didn't grab me like this one. So I think now's the perfect time to get into them and maybe go back in their discography.
So I started listening to a new rapper I found thanks to the Rap Critic on YouTube. Check him out, actually. He does a lot of good, fun reviews. But on his Best of the Year list of 2016, his best song of the year was called I'm Sorry by Joyner Lucas. And, okay, I'm going to be upfront here. It's a real heavy fucking song about suicide. So if you're not into that, don't listen to it. But Joyner Lucas is a fucking artist, dude.
You sent me, it was either that song or, what was the other one you were talking to me about?
I sent you that song and Happy Birthday.
Yeah, I think Happy Birthday is the one I really remember. And I was just sad the whole time listening to.
Like, the music videos are heavy as fuck.
Yeah.
And they both came out in 2016. Happy Birthday is a song about a guy that really would love to be a father. And he's got a kid, but it's like his girlfriend cheated on him and it's not his kid. In the music video, it's just super hard to watch. And he's angry at this kid, but you can tell through the lyrics he knows it's not the kid's fault that he was born and that he's not his child. So it's just really heavy shit. There's another one where it's two different perspectives of this one guy. And he just came to a new school. He's the new kid. And he gets befriended by somebody. And he gets taken out into the middle of the woods and shot. And you find out that the other guy was just doing a cold-blooded murder to get into a gang.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's real fucking heavy.
It's the kind of stuff that I think can actually get me into rap. I really like it.
I think I also sent you Dance of the Devil by Immortal Technique, right?
I think so. I don't remember. That one day you sent me like 6 songs.
Like, 'cause that Joyner Lucas song really reminds me of that in the sort of narrative of joining a gang and being cold-hearted. Except if you're going to listen to narrative rap, you're going to listen to Immortal Technique's Dance of the Devil because that is a fantastic fucking song.
You're going to have to remind me because I've been trying to get into rap and following up my New Year's resolution.
Hell yeah, dude. What else have you been listening to, Chris?
I've been listening to... Okay, so I was in the car driving with my friend Bailey a few nights ago because we were like, what do you want to do? And we couldn't figure it out, so we just drove for like an hour.
Wasn't it because it was a fucking Sunday?
Yeah, it was a Sunday and everything closes early on Sundays.
Yeah, you were trying to get a hold of me, but like I had to hang out with my little sister because it was her birthday.
Fuck your little sister.
No!
But Bailey was like, I got a treat for you. And I was like, what? And he turns on this song. And it's Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys. And I know the Beastie Boys were like a 90s band that were huge. But I didn't really listen to them ever. And he played it. And I was like, ooh, this is interesting. What's this? And then they started rapping and my jaw dropped.
Because it's so dumb and they're just yelling and it's fun.
It's so dumb and I love it. They almost feel like those kids that got made fun of in high school. But now they're making like millions. And it was hella fun, hella doofy. I downloaded the whole album because I wanted to get into it. But nothing but that song has really caught my attention yet.
Oh, okay.
But it's really, really fun. Really good.
Anything else?
Also, I think I might have talked about this on a different episode, but I'm still listening to the 1975's I Like It When You Sleep. I'm not going to finish that album title.
It's because it's like 5-paragraph long essay of a fucking album title. Jesus.
It's so good. That album, it's almost going to be out for a full year, and I'm still listening to it on a weekly or daily basis.
Ooh.
Like, that's a good album, man.
I don't have any albums like that right now. I don't think I have the time right now. I've just been like, it's not that I don't have the time, it's just that I've been using it poorly and watching fucking YouTube.
Yeah, I understand. We made the resolution that we were going to do better in school and try harder, and I'm already failing.
All right, let's kick ourselves in the ass because the audience at home will be disappointed in us.
Yeah, 1975 though, check them out. They're really good for mellow pop, but they also have some really 80s inspired, kind of David Bowie-esque songs that are really good.
Yeah, they're starting to gain a lot of traction, right?
Yeah, I think most of their music videos on YouTube have between like 10 to 20 million views, and they're getting crazy big, just selling out stadiums and shit.
Damn.
I would want to see them, but I don't think I could.
Why not?
They're just huge, man.
Oh.
They're crazy big. I love them though.
In movie news, I'm sorry I actually turned away from the mic because I'm a horrible piece of shit. Ben Affleck is no longer set to direct the Batman movie.
I have mixed feelings on this. I'm kind of upset though.
So what was his reasoning behind it?
He made a statement saying that he wanted to put all of his passion into acting as Batman, and he has a lot of pressure being Batman because it's just such a loved character.
Yeah.
That he wants to make sure he does it right and he does it good. And he feels like he can't devote his time into acting if he also has to direct.
Because a lot of people said he was like a good Batman, right?
Even though Batman vs. Superman wasn't the best movie, I think that Ben Affleck as Batman was really good.
Would you say he was the best part of Batman vs. Superman?
I think he's the best part of Batman vs. Superman to me. Well, him or Wonder Woman. I really like Wonder Woman. Her movie looks like it's going to be real good.
I hope that's a good movie because I've heard it's been in like developmental hell.
Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet, man. Like, they're probably going to have a tough time with it. The trailers look really good. Any trailer I see looks really good to me.
I just don't want another fucking origin story, honestly.
I think we're probably going to get an origin story. But you don't hear about her origin story much, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, you got a point there because it's usually like she's just kind of there in the Justice League.
Yeah, like, unless you watched all the old 80s shit or read the comics or something, you don't really know. Like, I have no clue.
But let's just hope, because I'm super burnt out on comic book movies right now because all we're getting are origin stories and they feel super similar.
I'm completely against you.
I don't know. It's just like, how many times can you read a different issue number 1 and not go on to the next few issues? You know what I'm saying? No. It's like we keep establishing characters, and then it's just kind of like their stories are up in the air until the next Avengers movie or whatever.
Yeah, but at least we're getting a Guardians of the Galaxy too.
I mean, you got me there. I'm super excited about that one because I saw Guardians of the Galaxy before I got super burnt out on comic book movies, and B, it's fucking Guardians of the Galaxy, dude.
It might be one of the best Marvel movies ever made, dude. It's really good.
I think it's my favorite so far.
That one, and I really loved Ant-Man. I don't think people cared for it as much as I do, but I loved Ant-Man.
People said it was kind of like one of those sleeper hit Marvel movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody went and saw it, but no, like...
It wasn't crazy huge.
Yeah, it wasn't like Avengers big.
But yeah, Ben Affleck, I'm kind of glad he's not directing so he can do better as Batman, but I hope to God he gets a good director, and it's not like Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder, please fire
Step
yourself.
Away.
Fire yourself. You have enough money to live the rest of your life more than comfortably. Fire yourself.
Hey, if you talk shit about the Spider-Man movie, though, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Hey. Episode 1, go back to it. I said nice things about Spider-Man because it's not an origin story. And plus, I like Tom Holland as Peter Parker. So give me some slack, give me some credit.
It's because he's a hot piece of ass.
When I saw his abs, I was like, damn, dude. That's a man meat.
You can be my boyfriend anytime.
Man Crush Monday, every Monday. Tom Holland. Tom Holland, if you want to be on the podcast. If you want me to ogle your man meat on the pot. Whoa.
I mean, I don't want to edit that out or listen to it while editing.
It's just going to go into editing purgatory. Speaking of dark themes and people going underground.
Oh my god, that is actually a perfect segue. You need a 5 for
I
that.
thought you were going to say that's the worst fucking segue because it was.
No, it worked.
I've been playing, I found like my new favorite thing in the whole wide world. Metro 2033. Oh, that fucking game, dude, is perfect.
You know, it's hard to decide if you should edit out weird noises like that or not, but I think I'm going to keep that one.
That adds flavor. That's like flavor text in an RPG. You need that. It adds character.
It's like that salt meme.
Shut the fuck up with that fucking salt meme. I'm so sick of that shit, but it's like... I love it at the same time as I love it as much as I hate it because it like takes away from the stupid political memes.
But I love it with whenever someone's like, pineapple doesn't go on pizza.
Shut the fuck up.
And then he sprinkles
Pineapple does go on pizza.
It does. I don't like Hawaiian pizza that much, though, because I don't care for the bacon stuff on it.
You don't like Hawaiians, you fucking racist?
No, I don't.
My favorite... I had this... we're not getting political on this podcast. We're just going to make fun of everybody if we do. But my favorite new meme right now is that the world is fucking imploding because of the Trump presidency. And then, like, Democrats are like, this is just like Harry Potter. And, like, literally my teacher in Journalism 108 fucking brought that up in the middle of class. And I was trying so hard not to lose my shit. Because there's, like, this Huffington Post article, like, how to find Donald Trump's 7 Horcruxes. No, it wasn't Huffington Post, it was, like, BuzzFeed, one of those two.
Oh, it's always BuzzFeed.
And it was, like, Donald Trump, like, done up as Voldemort, and it's like, hey, you guys, it's okay to not like Donald Trump, but, like, could you do it not stupid? Please.
I like that meme where he's holding a book. I don't know what it is, and they'll always put a drawing on it while he's showing it around in his little gift.
It's just like his big meat hands. It says me. A little kid drew it, and there's like a picture of a cat, and it's pointing to the cat.
He's like, yes, this is me. This is why I was president. Look at those me hands.
We're nonpartisan on this podcast, but we can still shit on people. Anyway, Metro is... I think it's like my new aesthetic, fucking Russian post-apocalypse. And
Damn dirty Russian lover.
No, it's like, feel me here. I think the Russian accent and dialect are very unique and very uniquely suited to the apocalypse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's gruff, it's grungy sounding, it's very, like, it has, like, rough edges to it, and the apocalypse isn't pretty either. So it takes that kind of gruff accent to really bring out those sort of flavors of the apocalypse.
But that game is really pretty, though.
That game, especially the Redux version, which is, I got it on sale on Humble Bundle for $7. That one and Last Light, which came out in 2014.
Did you get both of them for
yeah, a bundle
as $7? Damn.
It's a good ass deal. I got it for $7. If you're looking, like, it was on the Humble Bundle winter sale. I bought a bunch of shit from that. I'm bad with my money.
Yeah, I think every time we record, you're like, yeah, I got this on Humble Bundle.
Isaiah, when are you supposed to get one game on sale, one game per month? Fuck you. No, I don't know if I can do one game per month, but I'm still going to try to put away $5,000. Like, I think I have $1,000 in my savings right now.
Oh boy, that's good.
So that's good because I'm planning on moving out with Alexa soon. But anyway, in terms of Metro, if you don't know what Metro is, it's you're this guy named Artyom, and Artyom, by the way, is like the best fucking name. That name is so fucking like powerful and cool.
Artyom?
Yeah, Artyom.
I think I want to name my next cat that.
Fuck you. I'm gonna get to that one first.
My friend Dylan's cat's named Aslan, and I love it. And it's just this like small yet like semi-fat cat that just loves to like come up to you and lay down and get love.
Is he also Jesus Christ?
No.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, I'm a little upset.
I'm bummer that he's not an allegory for Jesus Christ. But he was born in Moscow, and just right before the bombs drop. And 20 years later, a guy named Hunter comes to it, and everybody survives. Like 40,000 people survive by going underground into the metro stations of Moscow and all over Russia. And so 20 years pass, Artyom is 20, and a guy named Hunter comes in, and he's on a mission because there are these things in the... You know, there's mutants, because what post-apocalyptic thing wouldn't be complete without mutants? But now there's this new race of creatures called the Dark Ones. And it's kind of like they're the next step in evolution for humans. And just by, like, witnessing what they do, it drives people insane. So this is a big problem, especially because they're in a podunk little place, a podunk little station. And something's crawling on my fucking back, and that is not okay.
Especially while you're talking about this, Jesus Christ.
There's a bunch of creepy crawlies in Metro, by the way. But he's telling you, if I don't come back in a day, you know what happened. You need to go to, I think it's called Polis, and it's the big central hub of the Metro stations. And you need to tell them what to do, because he's important. He's a very important guy, Hunter. Mm-hmm. And so, of course he disappears. Of course he's probably dead. And so Artyom's just like, well, fuck, I gotta go on a journey now. And so he does, and he goes through all the metro stations. You gotta go up to the surface, and there's mutants, and they're fucking scary. There's like moles, and their faces are like peeled back, and they're all wrinkly and pale. And the environments are fucking gorgeous, especially the outside environments, because there's big chunks of ice hanging off every surface. There's huge icicles that just collect on big land masses that are fractured and have become rivers.
Are the enemies that are kind of like humans that have mutated, are they smart, or are they just like monsters that run at you?
There's no real human monsters. There's like moles, there's dogs, and there's apes, and there's birds as well. I don't know if they're exactly birds, but they're fucked up looking, and they're very scary to fight. And they like, my favorite thing is you can be rolling in with like 300 bullets, and you'll walk out with exactly 5. It's like, fuck, what happened?
I couldn't run. I fired, and I missed.
And I fired again, and I missed. So, the story's really good. There's factions, there's Nazis and communists, and it's really scary. And the voice acting is fantastic. And it pushed me to buy not only the novel, but also the first 2 Stalker games, which I'm super excited to play after I play the Metro series. So, yeah. Metro's like my favorite thing right now.
That game inspired quite a while of entertainment for you.
It inspired a new niche for me because I think there's 4 Metro books. There's Metro 2033 through 35, and then a Metro 2033 spin-off that takes place in America.
Ooh.
And I think that one of the big barriers to entering the post-apocalyptic genre is, first of all, it's like, it feels kind of samey.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's always like wastelanders, and you strap a saucepan to your head, and you walk out with a fucking sawed-off shotgun.
Sounds like something I would do in Fallout.
Exactly. Like, I've only gotten into New Vegas once for a little while, and I think a little bit of that is because the game didn't take itself as seriously. Like, there's this stupid black humor that's really funny, but, like, at the same time, they're still cracking jokes, and it takes you out of it. In Metro, it's just kind of, like, dour and depressing, and people are dying, and the stations are cramped, and there's mutants, and you gotta pee, but you gotta wait a long time, and you just kind of hold it, and it hurts. That's Metro.
That's the horrors of all life.
The horrors of all life, Metro 2033. It's really a fantastic game, though. If you haven't played it yet, pick up the Redux version on PS4, Xbox. It's on the PC. Looks fantastic.
Is that just like a remaster or something like that? Yeah, okay.
And it runs fine on my shitty little laptop, which is weird. I didn't even have to turn down the graphical settings, and it runs completely fine.
I'll have to look at it then, see what the system requirements are.
Yeah, I don't think it plays for Mac, but you might be able to get a bootstrap for it. Anyway, that was a long-ass topic. That was like 5 minutes.
Pokemon got an update.
Oh, fuck yes. Pokemon finally has the Pokebank, and
that means shit's gonna get crazy.
Shit's gonna get crazy not only there, but also in Showdown. Because in Showdown they had a pre-bank version that was the metagame until the bank opened, and now that the bank's open, you can use any Pokemon.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So shit's gonna get crazy. And it's already crazy. I transferred over all my Pokemon. I learned the hard way that items don't transfer. Aww. So I spent like 30 minutes attaching items to a bunch of Pokemon, and then I had to catch 13 more Pokemon and strap items to them for none of it to work. But I got my dude Bumblebear back. Bumblebear is my Electivire, and he's my boy.
He's burly as fuck and scary as fuck.
He's gonna hit somebody real hard. My Electivire, I think it's like 252 attack, 252 speed, and then it's got an Assault Vest, Wild Charge, Earthquake, Power Up Punch.
So he's gonna hit you, he's gonna hit you hard, and he's gonna hit you fast.
And he has Motor Drive, so he can set up on you. If you switch in on like a, let's say, Volt Switch or something like that, he gets a +1 speed. If you then proceed to use that +1 speed to start boosting up your attack with Power Up Punch, he's basically unstoppable.
Jesus.
He's one of my favorite Pokemons along with, like, Slacking.
Do you think you'll use Slacking?
I will shit in somebody's soul with Slacking.
I fucking love Slacking.
Slacking is useless half the time, and then it's busted the other half.
It's I've noticed it's a really good Pokemon to just, like, bring in as your first Pokemon. Bam! Run away.
You just lay the fuck smack on something and run.
If he didn't have that, wait a turn after he hits, loafing around, he would be unstoppable.
There's a lot of strategies that basically they take that away, and he becomes unstoppable. You know, like with Mummy or something like that,
Yeah.
or Skill Swap. So he's basically busted after that, and it's great.
Oh, I have to get into that.
But the Pokebank, it allows you to take Pokemon from other games and put them into your current game. I took mine from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, put it over into my Sun cart, and I don't know if it's for a limited time, but right now I got Mewium Z, which is Mew's Z move, which is super cool. I think I saw it one time. I don't know 100% what it looks like, but it's fucking Mew, and it's cute as heck. Cute little cat.
Cute little cat, that'll fuck you up.
He goes meow and he destroys you.
At least he said meow before he did it. He's kind and courteous.
Be courteous before you destroy somebody. Enter the Gungeon.
Oh boy.
Great segue. Just say the fucking name, you piece of shit.
Yeah, don't even give him a breather. Like, whoa, what's going on? Enter the Gungeon. I just got this game like 2 days ago.
Me too. Chris started playing it before I did. I bought it on a Steam sale, and it's so fucking fun.
It's so good. It's just a game to play and relax.
You don't relax while playing Enter the Gungeon. What are you fucking
but
talking
it's
about?
Fun. I really suck at playing it with a mouse and keyboard, so I had to hook up a controller, and now I'm badass. And Isaiah was like, this game's not that bad.
And then I got my ass beat. It's so fucking hard. The bosses are like bullet hell shooters after a while.
It's like the bosses kind of randomly generate in a way like you don't know which one you're going to encounter first.
I hate the bullet twins.
Yeah.
I hate them.
And I think the bullet twins are one of the easiest.
Bullshit. I've never beat the bullet twins.
Oh,
I haven't beat the bullet twins. I've beat the King Bullet and I've beat the Bullet Bird, but I haven't beat...
Yeah, the Bullet Bird's pretty easy.
Yeah, Bullet Bird is probably the easiest, and then King Bullet is pretty fucking hard.
There's this one, I forget what it's called, but it like, when it moves, it leaves a trail of acid and shit like that.
I haven't fought
think
whatever
it's like a
that is.
Medusa type looking thing. It's crazy.
It sounds cool.
But it's a really fun game. It's a really fun co-op game, but I don't think you can online play with it.
That's bull.
We might have to look into that, because I would fucking tear ass with Enter the Gungeon.
You would tear up my ass, Chris?
Yes.
Thank God. Finally, somebody that can do that for me.
I like being the Marine because it makes me feel like I'm playing Doom again a little.
My favorite part about the game is that the doofy little run cycles were like, I'm coming!
Oh, yeah.
Or I'll get there! And it's like they have these super serious, like, profile sprites, and then they look like dummies. This little cute little, like, marshmallow dummy people. Their arms are swinging up and down.
I love that you can just, like, roll into all the barrels and they just break and break and break. I love the system where you can push over a table and use that as cover.
Oh, that's
breaks
funny.
Over time.
It's like John Woo. You push over a table, you dive out of it, you start shooting things. It's really
so
fun.
Good. All of the enemies are shaped like bullets or like
books, or
there's like bats that are little like 22 bullets that come at you and shit. There's a coffin that starts shooting at you.
I hate the coffin.
Fuck the coffin.
It runs in and it's just like, how about you lose half of your life? Even your life is shaped like bullets. It's funny as hell.
It's really good though. Really good aesthetic, and I love that game.
Speaking of painful shit, let's start talking about stupid things we did as little kids. Because here's my favorite story of being a stupid little kid. So, my dad...
What year?
This was, oh my god. It's probably like 2011, 2012, something like that.
So, baby Isaiah.
Yeah, little baby me. This was before I, like, grew into my body and I was like a little fat kid running around watching anime and shit. I was like the prototype of the little fat anime boy.
Kind of like the little kid from Up.
Basically, except I liked anime a lot.
I think I remember you showing me a picture of you as a little baby, and I was like,
this cannot be.
This is not.
When I showed that to my girlfriend, she was like, oh, you're so cute. And I just wanted to like throw her out a window.
Like, no, shut the fuck up. Leave.
This was me before I was me. So,
version 1.0.
Version 1.0. I'm like 2.5 right now. I still got a bunch of glitchy bullshit going on. I still have to poop.
Okay.
Get that patched out. Come on, Blizzard. Anyway, my dad was really into ghost chilies, and so he was super into ghost chilies. So he was just like, I ought to make them myself. So he bought a packet of seeds and he started growing them. And we were just watching these evil fucking ghost turds sit and grow and just fester in the corner, and my dad would like take care of them. He would trim the leaves and water them, and it was real nice. And then he took a drying rack, dried them out, crushed them into flakes. He was like, "Okay, kids, we're gonna try them." And he was giddy. I've never seen my dad that giddy.
It's like, woo!
And so he did. My dad's a fucking Keebler elf now. And then my dad was like, "Okay, kids, here's a flake that you can put on your finger." And so he put a flake on my brother and I's finger, and he put them on our tongues. And the best equivalent that I can think of is putting a very small blowtorch to your tongue, and it was fucking painful.
It was just
horrible.
one little flake?
It was like a flake, like, not even as wide as like a clipped fingernail.
Holy shit.
It was tiny. It was just a tiny little thing. I couldn't imagine like eating that.
Do you think you'd be better with it now, or
I don't think so.
no?
Like, those things were savage. I might be. Like, I could go over to Wendy's right now and get their ghost chili fries. Are those still a thing, or am I, like, dated?
They aren't, but they were, like, the best thing. Oh, my God.
Did you try the ghost chili ones?
Yeah, they were
shit.
really good.
But anyway, so my brother, he was taking the heat too well, so he wiped his eyes.
No! No! He's so dumb.
He started screaming. He was running around the house fucking screaming, and I was laughing my ass off. His eyes are just like on fire. He's screaming, and like he went up to one of the pillows and he just screamed into it. It hurt so bad. I'm laughing so hard, and I wipe a tear out of my eye. I'm instantaneously, my body's just like, "You fucked up, buddy boy." And my eye catches fire, and now I'm screaming. It's just two adolescent kids in a house going, "Ah!"
Sounds like a fucking prime ass SpongeBob episode. Oh my God.
we like flush our eyes out and we put ice packs on them, and for the rest of the day, like, yeah, generally you don't have to feel your eyes like set on fire, but it felt like I was holding my eye right in front of a really toasty fire the rest of the day. Yeah, any stories about that, Chris, or should I move on to my other
his
one?
ass off?
He was howling. It was so fucking funny. And I felt the sting of irony that day, and it hurt like a bitch. You got any stories, Chris, or should I move on to my cinnamon challenge?
I've got like, no, not really. I'll think about them while you're doing your cinnamon challenge.
I could do that one, or I could do the kindergarten one that I told you.
Do you just have a shit ton of fucking...
I have a lot of cringy stories about me being a small child.
Alright, go. I'll think of one.
So my cinnamon challenge one, this is, again, proto-chunky Isaiah. And this is, like, right when I moved in with my stepbrother. And this is that time where he was so young he sounded like a little girl. And we posted this on Facebook. If you ever find me, it's somewhere on there. But I thought it was a great idea. And this is like the time where it was starting to circle around. The cinnamon challenge was the thing. And it was just like, "Oh man, I'll give you $20 if you fucking eat this pack of cinnamon." It was probably like freshman year for me. Sophomore year for you. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember. It was huge.
It was like, "Oh, I'll give you $20 if you could swallow this whole packet of cinnamon." And like my thought process was, that can't be a pack of cinnamon. You're trying to trick me. I'm gonna get destroyed. It's gonna be a packet of drugs. But I thought they were trying to swindle me with something that wasn't cinnamon, until I actually tried it. And I didn't know. Well, I actually knew some of the consequences. I see people like hacking up their fucking lungs, and I was just like, that won't happen to me. I'm too smart. I'll just mix it with a bunch of spit and then swallow it.
Ew!
You know, like mix it and make it a paste and then swallow it. So that was my thought process going in. I was just like, I'm gonna do this. And my brother was recording this on his little shitty potato phone. And so I take this big fucking spoonful, and it was like an inch off the spoon. I should have, in retrospect, that was a terrible idea. I put it in my mouth, and I start chewing on it. I'm like, this isn't so bad. It's just a little too cinnamony. You know, it's like eating like apple pie. And then I spew it out, and I start spitting and hacking. And it got all over the mirror. It got all over the faucet. And for the next, I'd say, week and a half, I was like, whenever I'd blow my nose, there would be chunks of cinnamon in it. And I would smell cinnamon in the back of my nose just constantly. It was like a reminder that you fucked up. It felt like ghost limb syndrome, except it was ghost cinnamon syndrome.
I love that your body's just like, I'm gonna make you know you're fucked up for quite some time.
I'm gonna let you know how stupid you are.
Don't pull this shit anymore.
Never again. So after that, I never tried a dumb shit challenge. But, Chris, do you have any stories, or should I go on to my next one?
I have one that I don't know. It's like kind of embarrassing, but I was like 3 or 2. None of them are gonna top your stories, I don't think. But
I have a story that'll top even my stories.
so I guess when I was like 3-ish, I was really, really bad at being potty trained because like I'd go from house to house and because I had 2 houses and one of them wouldn't potty train, one would. So I went to my dad's house and they were like trying real hard to potty train me.
What house doesn't want you to not shit yourself?
I don't know. But like I'm just imagining me with like my bag of Doritos because I used to walk around with a bag of Doritos at all times.
Put that on a Christmas card.
And I remember
Wish you were Cool
like,
Ranch.
about to poop. I was like, I gotta go poop. I was like, well, I could poop in my pants. And I was like, wait, Dad wants me to go poop in the bathroom. So I sprint to the bathroom and I come out and I'm like, Dad, Mom, I pooped. And they were like, oh my God, good job. And then they like walk in there and it's just a giant turd on the floor mat. Just right on the mat, a giant turd. They told me the log was like about like as thick as my arm. And I was like, they said it was huge. And my dad was like, looked at me, looked at the poo, contemplated for like a minute.
Do I throw the child out or do I throw the shit out?
Do I throw the child out or do I praise him for going to the bathroom? And I think he settled on being like, hey, good job, but you know, there's a fucking toilet right goddamn there. We bought you one of the small ones because you're small.
C-, Chris. C-. You bopped the shit out of that microphone.
But yeah, that's my embarrassing story that my parents won't ever let me live down.
Alright, so check it. It's first grade. We just let out from recess. And I'm going to let you, like, we're going to break a couple of rules here. You're going to keep those clicks in. He's doing that for effect. So it's first grade. And I walk out, and I see my domain. We open up, kids everywhere. Flee into the recess. They go off to the sides. They go off to the 2 jungle gyms on the sides. There's a big green one. There's a big blue one on the other side. But I go to the beige one in the corner. So I'm walking. Because I'm little, it takes a long time. And I'm just looking out. Looking at my peers. I climb up this thing. I climb up the stairs, and I look out. I'm just looking at my domain. I'm a little kid. I've got my whole life ahead of me. I'm on top of the slide. I'm at the highest point in the playground. It's the highest slide. And I see the field. And I see its green grass and how it rolls with the wind. The kids playing soccer. And then I shit myself.
And then I shit myself. Were you wearing a diaper?
No, I was in first grade. So I just shit myself and I had to walk around little shit boy for the rest of the day.
Did you go down the slide?
I didn't go down the slide. I was just like, I've made a terrible mistake. It was just like an hour left because kindergarten is like 2 seconds long. And then I went home and I thought, Isaiah, you gotta clean this up or your mom's gonna beat the shit out of you. She didn't. She was just like, Isaiah, throw that underwear away, please. So I took it into the bathroom and I tried to clean it off in the sink. Little dipshit Isaiah. Oh, God. You got any good stories, Chris?
Wait, what did she say about you cleaning it in the sink?
She was probably just like, this is a stupid little baby, so, you know, it's fine. Because I already got another one lined up, if you don't.
Fucking gross. Oh my God.
Actually, I got 2 lined up now that I think of it.
Oh, 2 more stories?
Yeah, do you got any? Because I don't want to hog the limelight.
No, you go another. You'll do 2 and then I'll do... I guess you were dumb.
I was a dumb kid and then I grew into an even dumber adult. No, I didn't. We know some pretty fucking dumb adults, and we just got out of high school. So, this is the story of how I broke my fucking arm. So we used to go to the mall, and you know those little play things that the kids can go on? It's like some are shaped like planets, some are shaped like, I don't know, like emergency equipment, fire trucks, police stuff, ambulances. Yeah. Well, we had one at the Tuttle Mall, Dublin, Ohio, called the Bacon and Eggs. And as you can imagine, it was breakfast themed. And so you got your eggs, you got a big banana that you can climb on. There's a cereal bowl filled with off-brand Cheerio eating device. And there was a stack of bananas that would get bigger and bigger, like chopped up bananas that would lead up into it. And there was like slices of bacon, and they looked gross, and there was just like this weird little bit of discrepancy whenever I saw them. Like, bacon's not shiny. Because it was like big cushy plastic for dumb children.
Yeah. And
the status symbol of that area was if you were tall enough and fast enough to get on the big banana. And I wanted on that big banana.
Oh boy.
And so my brother was a year older than me, and he was a lot taller than me, actually. He was just like, you have to race that kid to get on the big banana, and we were like the same height. So being little dipshit kids, we're like, yeah. You gotta race around the cereal bowl and come back. Whoever does it can get on the big banana. We're like, fuck yeah, dude. That's how being a man is. On your marks, get set, go. We shoot out. We're flying down. We're rounding the cereal bowl. We're pounding feet, little baby feet. Just we round the thing, and we get to the other side of the bananas. This is where the bananas start like thinning out, and I'm on the inside, so I'm running, and my foot catches on the little plastic banana, and I slip, fly up into the air, and fucking sumo press my arm. I landed right on it. And that's how I broke my fucking arm. I tripped on a big banana trying to ride the big banana.
Tripped on a big banana trying to ride a big banana because you're a fucking...
Banana man.
Stone Cold Banana Man.
Stone Cold Banana Man. Can I get that on a t-shirt? Oh, what was my other story? I knew I had another story.
You had two lined up. You can't disappoint me now.
Oh, God damn it.
I don't even care about the audience. I just want to hear it now.
What was my story? I know I told the one about me breaking my arm. Told the one about me shitting myself.
You told the one that got ghost peppers.
Okay, I told the ghost pepper story. Oh yeah, this is how I nearly died. So this isn't like YouTuber I nearly died. I was like a small baby and I nearly died. So the PS2 had just come out. It was 2001.
So you were like 3 or 4.
4 or some shit, and I don't know why I still remember it. So I think it's because of the trauma. It was about the time of Spider-Man 1, so it was like 2001, 2002.
Yeah.
So whenever the Spider-Man 1 game released, we got the PS2. And me and my brother were like, holy fucking shit, look at this thing. It's like way better than the PS1, because PS1s are for babies. You know, the PS1 is pretty great.
PS1's really great.
I played my first video game on I think it was like Mega Man X5. Like give your baby something a little bit easier than that.
I think my first game was fucking like a Sesame Street game.
But I'm just sitting there because my brother's being big territorial monkey man, and I'm little baby Isaiah, and he has his friend over, and he's showing him the PS2. But this kid already has the GameCube and the Resident Evil remake, so he's like set.
He doesn't need anything else.
He doesn't need anything to be successful now. So they're playing Spider-Man 1 on the PS2, and he was in the basement. The basement's like right across from the stairs, and the door was cracked open so I could see. And I was just looking in. I was gazing at it. And I was leaning further. And I didn't fall, like, down the stairs, like, breaking a bunch of bones. I fell down the stairs. I fell out the side and into a clothes hamper, down 5 or 6 feet, directly on, like, my shoulder neck area. So I pretty easily could have broke my fucking neck. Like, my brother and his friend Steven were like, oh my god, Isaiah, just what the fuck, dude? And they, like, escorted me in. Mom, Isaiah fell! And I was just like, no, I'm fine. I'm serious. I'm fine. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm okay, man. Oh, jeez.
Little baby Isaiah going,
That's the story of how I nearly broke my arm. See, if we started a story time channel,
you'd be the gold.
No, we're already running out of stories, and we can't even say the N word like some people. Did you hear about that?
No.
So there's this girl. She's a storytime blogger named Tana Mojo. I forget what her actual name is. It's like some crazy Italian shit that nobody can pronounce. She recently told this guy named iDubbbz that you shouldn't say retard and the N-word in his videos. And then, like, told him to kill himself? It was just like this tweet. Just like, you shouldn't say retard and the N-word. Kill yourself. So, right off the bat, I don't even know if that was a joke. Because I'm not going to say it's right for him to say retard and the N-word, but it's like free speech. You can say what you want, and his videos are entertaining. You know, it's one of those weird gray areas of entertainment. Anyway.
Wait, so did she spell out the N-word? Or...
No, she just put N-word.
Okay. You
know? And so, we're not trying to make this a drama podcast. This is just a funny story. He goes in, he buys a ticket to one of her things because she goes around, and I honestly couldn't tell you what she does at a live show. Because it's like at Game Grumps, they play video games. At a music thing, they probably play a song, like a music YouTuber. What do you do with a story? Do you walk in, you're just like, funny story. While I was brushing my teeth, my fucking hair exploded, and I had to fight a ninja. I hate those Storytime channels, by the way, because, like, this is a dead meme at this point, but they hella over-exaggerate everything that happens in their lives. It's just like, nearly drowned from a taxi. And it's just like, oh my god, did you get, like, pinned down in a puddle or something? And it's just like, while I was going down the street, this one taxi hit a puddle pretty hard, and it got on my shoes. It's just shit like that, and she's one of those channels. And so, iDubbbz, I don't know if this is for revenge, or for a content cop, or to officially kill this meme. Because iDubbbz is good at ending careers, starting memes, and killing memes. Like, killing memes in, like, a good way.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, you can't top this.
Uh-huh.
So there's no point in trying. So he comes in. He's decked out in her gear. He spent $200 on a ticket just so we could walk up to her and do this. He puts her arm around her. And he's a strange-looking feller. Like look him up while I'm telling a story. And he says, say the N-word. And she launches into this video of her feeling scared and attacked and what is he capable of. And it's like, this was like a stupid fucking meme, like, relax. And then she goes into, like, a tangent about, like, white privilege. And, you know, you can have an opinion on that. I don't really care. But she says one of the funniest fucking things I've ever heard. She says, I don't know if this is verbatim, but she says, you'll have to give me a moment to compose myself.
What's that guy's name?
iDubbbz. IDUBBBZ TV. And she goes, that word, it carries weight with it. Like, there are still people who were slaves on this earth. They walk this earth, and they're like 90 or something, but they're still alive, and that word still hurts them. And that's the fucking look that I was looking for. Audience at home, this is not a video podcast, but slavery ended in 1867, I think. So that person would be 150 years old. I calculated it. And I know my 150-year-old grandma is, still kicking and screaming. She's like Betty White at this point. 150, this woman. And so this one guy, Quentin Reviews, puts it best. Some skinny white guy came up to her, said the N-word, and she still somehow looks like the ignorant party.
Oh, not wrong.
And, I think I follow the Louis C.K. philosophy on that word. Like, if you say N-word, you're still putting the word into somebody's... Jesus fucking Christmas. What's going on here? What are these?
I don't fucking know. They look like balls.
Metal jingly balls.
Oh, there's silly putty in here. Thanks for more editing work, bro.
You don't have to edit that out. It's funny. But... I follow the Louis C.K. philosophy on that word. I just don't say it out loud because I still feel hella uncomfortable with that word.
Yeah. It's...
But the plot thickens. Chris.
Oh, shit.
So, you've lived in Nevada your entire life, right? I'm comfortable saying the state that we live in. You live in Nevada your entire life, right?
Yeah, I live in blank Nevada with the zip code of...
blank, 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 blank. Yeah, you fucking humor. You basically... You try to throw that on my dick. You basically Bill Burr. I knew it. Bill Burr's my favorite comedian, by the way. Anyway, the plot thickens because people did some digging on Tana Mojo, and she's so offended by this word. And she says, and I do quote, and this is not an exact quote, because I get in trouble for misquoting her. She said that word numerous times in various videos, various tweets, saying, I'm going to my pet Black Slur's house. There's a very famous clip of her saying, you fucking Black Slur.
Holy shit.
There's a Snapchat that says, sitting on my Black Slur. And this isn't the A. And it would, it'd still be fucked up if she had the A on it, but it's not as bad as the hard ER that she put at the end of it. And her excuse was, I didn't know what that word meant. I heard it in rap all the time. I thought it meant friend. You fucking friend!
No, she's
you dumb fucking
dumb.
friend. No, that's bullshit. Like, you've lived in Nevada your entire life, right?
Yes.
And it's not Vegas, but we're 8 hours from Vegas. You probably knew from a pretty early point that that's a no-no word.
Yeah, fucking, you come out of the womb and you're like, smacked across the face, don't use that word.
Look at yourself, you can't use that word. So, there's no excuse for that hypocrisy. I don't even know where this tangent started, but it's just funny as hell, I think. Yeah, keep popping that fucking silly putty. Give yourself more stuff to edit. You cheeky bitch. Yeah, they're going to hear you tearing it apart, dipshit. Well, we're coming on to about an hour, so Chris, how about we wrap this one up? Oh, do you want to keep going?
No.
Do you want to keep going, Chris? It's alright if you want to keep going.
You just kind of like ended that story, and that's it.
Yeah, it's.
You were just kind of like done.
There's no moral to the story except for like, don't be a fucking hypocrite, I guess.
Okay.
You know.
Well,
like practice what you preach, and then don't give a stupid fucking excuse.
True. Well, we finally have episodes up on SoundCloud.
Oh, and let's do a little bit of promotion. We got an email now if you want to submit questions about, what we're listening to, give some recommendations, what you're watching, playing.
We'll talk about them.
Yeah, just ask your questions. Our email is
mbhapodcast@gmail.com. All lowercase, all one word. mbhapodcast@gmail.com.
And that's the same for our Twitter, but it's mbha_podcast.
Yeah, and same with our Instagram as well.
And we're going to be posting, just periodically. We're going to let you know when we post episodes up. As soon as the episode is posted, we're going to have a link on Twitter. We're going to try to get more Instagram content up. I mean, as a podcast currently, there's not much to take pictures of.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could show you, like, Katie Empire blind boxes. Actually, we bought a couple of those today.
Should have, unboxed them with the camera.
Fuck yeah, man.
Fuck.
Like, I got it was a Mad Balls?
Yeah, Mad Balls. You got the,
spooky Medusa looking one?
Yeah, it was fucking gross.
It's cool, and I put it on my 3DS case along with that gross little psychedelic hand.
Oh, yeah, I like that one, too.
And my Iceman.
Hell
from Mega Man 1.
Yeah.
And which one did you get, Chris?
I got a little Sonic keychain, and I got Sonic running.
And it's super cool. Like, those are, like... He's expanding his stock, and we're hoping to get Javi back on the podcast, but...
Yeah.
Remember, mbhapodcast@gmail.com. Submit your questions. You could also do that on Twitter at mbha_podcast.
Instagram.
And also Instagram. Check in on us. We're going to be posting more content soon. We're actually going to be, after this podcast, we're going to be starting on a website. So look out for that. We'll probably link that in the next episode. We're going to have links in the description of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And once we get editing software, we're going to start posting these on YouTube.
Hell yes, man.
So we're finding places to put podcasts, and we're finding places to give them to you and give you updates.
I mean, just like everything, listen to everything, listen to it on SoundCloud and YouTube and everywhere we post.
Fucking shill.
I mean, like it on everything. Okay.
Also, give us money. Just, send it to us and, unmarked bills through the mail. That's a joke. Just saying that's a joke.
I mean, I won't be mad.
They don't know. I hope they don't know our addresses. Jesus, it's been 2 episodes
Here,
posted so
it's
far. Blank, Nevada. Anyway, I've been Ike.
And I'm Christian.
And did you know your buddy has a podcast? Thanks for listening.